Welcome everybody. I'm Nkon, the minister. Привет, друзьями. Welcome. And we're working on our video number 6. Yeah. We're doing our guide here, so we'll hopefully keep them around the 10 minutes long or so or thereabouts. And of course, we're doing the tutorial system. And our previous video, we earned the human torpedo, we learned the guard and the ambush, and now we're going to learn the destruction effect. So we're going to get right into it. And if you please recommend watching all of the series, guys. It's really good. We're doing this mid-range value deck, so we're still learning about it. And we've got a Zhukov, so it looks like we're doing the Soviet headquarters. Okay, now we're getting up to 15. All right. And here, as you can see, I don't get to choose the mulligan, guys, which is interesting. But anyway, it says, in a normal game, I like this, in a normal game, guys, of cards, the starting side starts with 4 cards in hand and the other side with 5. The starting side does not draw in its first turn. The other side does draw. Okay? So we're going to continue. All right, so... But yeah, we're going to end our turn, obviously, because we have nothing to put down on 1 credit, as our cheapest one is only 2. Alright, so they drop a guard card down. Alright, message from the headquarters. The Soviets are putting us under pressure. Fortunately, our Italian friends will soon send us reinforcements. Alright, I look forward to that. I really do. Alright, so we have our ME BF-109, we have our Panzer Grenadier can move and attack during the same turn, and our joint operation, deal damage to target unit equal to plus the number of unit types you control. Okay, which remember we were discussing this, that means you can have the bomber, the plane, the infantry, the tank, and the artillery. So it's like 5, you have, I think it's up to 6 points it looks like. So, if I've understood this correctly. Anyhow, we're definitely going to put up our Panzer here. Panzer Grenadiers, I like that. Alright, and we'll see where it goes, guys. So we'll put it in here. Now, of course, in this mulligan, it wouldn't have taken 5 minutes likely, but we'll see where it goes. Alright, we have drawn the Savoia Cavalleria, an Italian unit. A portion of your deck can consist of cards from any allied nation, combining cards from 2 nations into a deck greatly expands your options, allowing you to select allied cards that supplement your strategy and shore up the weaknesses of your main nation. Okay, good. So, it says Blitz also counts as a tank. Isn't this interesting? See, guys, yet it's an infantry, but it counts as a tank. So, we have a tank infantry, plus if we use this card, I think we're up to 3 already in damage. See, but it says equal to a target unit, so we can only destroy 1. Okay, so but anyhow, to make this work, we could try it to see how it goes, and yeah, that would be exactly it. Okay, so and we put that down just to show how it works. Now, of course, I probably wouldn't do this removal this early in, but because it's a training video and or guide, at least we understand sometimes we have choices to make. And please be aware, it's important. We got to read these cards, and guess what? Sometimes I read the card, I'm a little tired, and I read the card thinking I can do something, and then I do the wrong order. So you end up doing a card trade whiteboard, but we're starting to put some stuff on the board here. Okay. Now, Blitz also means that we can attack and move at the same time, so we can't do that, but it's guarded. But we'll leave him there, has something that he wants to hit. And I do like putting meat out there. I'm one of these kinds of players, like, you know, get something to think about. I actually, guys, do like ambush and the guard, you know, smoke screen, stuff like that. You know, give a little bit of versatility on the decision making from your opponent. You would sit back and think, what are you up to, right? So we got to think. Anyway, we're putting down some meaty stuff. And we got some airplanes things. Now, I would do, okay, double C. I don't think they're really going to throw up tanks right now. So, but we only got 4 credits. We're kind of a little bit not quite efficient here, but that's okay. We'll do something like that. And again, we still have the 2 different units. But we only have a small thing. Now, Blitz, this is not good. That's not good. Alright, so now we got the human torpedo. So I guess we get to see this at work. So, we do have 1 hit. We are not going to do a little bit of damage. and I prefer to kind of save the plane, but I do want to have a little fun where we can put this into there, make this a 5, but to show you guys what's important, destroy target in the support line. The support line is the back road, which means it's the same line as the headquarters. And yeah, and as I understand, it doesn't matter any target. So I mean, you can have a big meaty beast on here, and as I understand, this card will take away, providing there's no countermeasure. So, which I guess we'll learn about that in future. So anyhow, I wanted to do that. Hopefully they don't put any more big boys down, but they do have blitz tanks, because I want to get my tank and draw a card. Alright, we got some 6 damage. Okay, this is good. I'll try to work on this guard. Alright, they have destruction. Add 1 light infantry to the support line. See, just guard units, guys. That's all it is. Just guard units. What has he got? Has 2 attack against units with blitz. Here we go. Now, we were supposed to learn about the destruction cards. Has deployed, the destruction ability will trigger an effect whenever the unit is destroyed, regardless of whose turn it is. Make sure you track which units will trigger a destruction effect so you're not caught by surprise. Destruction effects trigger when the unit is destroyed. So I know that some destruction effects will add infantry, might destroy your HQ points, or it might buff another person up, or something else can happen, so we need to be aware of. So this means we add this, that we're going to be turning this 1-2 into a 2-3. Actually, in the end, is what happens. So this one is also guard, so we don't have any blitz units. So the fun of it is we can not for the sake of, we can not put so much damage on our plane. Maybe a little bit conservative here, guys. Smoke screen we don't need. I would like to put that out, and I'm going to put the smoke screen on this side, guys. I usually keep my left side for specialty units, because as I mentioned, like example, if we blow this card out, it's going to come in from the side. So if you put this on our playing field, it would literally be coming in from the side. So, all right, now we've got a 3-3, so we're just going to tuckle away at it. They got to go through it before they can come down, and we have enough to play with it for now. So we'll see what kind of damage they'll do. He'll definitely probably take this away. All right, 2 blitz units. We'll see which ones. We're probably going to move one down, I think. Yep. There you go. See, basically that's essentially what it does. It turns it into a 3-2. So in the logical point, my dear friends, we got to think about, like, when you're looking at card power, deck strength. Now, like this one. See, this one was deployment, right? Your enemy puts down a tank. Now, if this was a blitz infantry that wants to access the tank, it would have been toast too. But to get a little ping on that, that was very nice. I'm going to save on that. I would like to draw a card because, well, let's just see what's going to come up next. Artillery, we don't need to move it, but plane, we can strike that. We're still going to have damage. But right now, he can't put nothing else on the board, guys. So the strategy I like here is the fact he's got to bring something down. I'm going to take out this one. You can only have 4 units and your headquarters in the back. So all cards now, he can't put nothing down except miss a turn unless he's got a countermeasure or something to destroy me. So something else would like you guys to think about is filling up. But don't forget there are cards that can wipe out your whole back line too. So we need to be mindful of these things. I'm going to let him come down a little bit. I'll play a little defensive just so we get a really good idea that we get to use some versatility in the cards, and how we try not to damage or lose things. Okay, see, he's just going to flood the board, which is okay for me because we're going to do really well here. Absolutely really well. Okay, so he takes that away, has tanks can get the double run. That's absolutely good. Alright, so now we've got combined arms. It says give a friendly tank 1-1 for each type you control. So we do have a plane, a tank, and so it'll be what, 2, so make it to a 4, I think. So I think this one is exactly unlike the other card. This one is 1 per unit, so we can only make this, I think, into a 4-5, something like that, unless I put down the grenadiers, which I probably can, and I might just do that, and then we can make this a little bit higher. Here we go, just so we can have some fun with it. Now we've got a 5-6 out of it. I think we can pop that on there like that. We're not going to get much damage. I'm not going to waste the plane on that, but I will take the smoke screen because I will probably hit it on the next turn. Give them some bait, and we'll let this one come down. So unless this has a blitz or a buff, you can only move to the next line. So we still have first attack on that, and I won't waste the tank into that kind of character. So again, I'm prolonging the guide a little bit, but to show you that there's sometimes some strategy to play here. And now I've got a one-peg card, you can get rid of it. So he's going to take away the plane without losing a person. Alright. Now it says deployment, add a dive bombing to my hand. I like that idea. So you know what? That's what we're going to do, guys. We got 10 credits. We're going to spend 4. We're down to 6. And look at that. It says deal 1 damage to an enemy unit. Set its attack to 0. So we have a choice to destroy it, or we can put it to 0. I rather just destroy it, because now that we have tanks, now we can just, okay, we'll take the smoke screen off. And so now we've already got 7 damage in. Now this also can attack and move the same turn. And now we can just bolster up here, and we put 3 into there, we're down to 8, and then we got 5 more, we're down to 3, and then we can, well, just kind of wait where we're at. And there it is. So we still got 3 cards in hand, so we can still, you know, wipe something out. Don't think he'll definitely move forward, but he could take out a plane or something. Oh, this is looking good. And again, I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards, the 4-1 here, because it acts, especially with guards, people guarding a lot of the control decks or things. Usually got a lot of guards, or the British got a lot of guards. So this card's quite handy. They usually try to get rid of it pretty fast because, you know, it's got a high health, but it does have a, you know, it's basically a 6-7 for a 4-1 for, you know, it is a sensitivity card, but it's really great. So I don't want to waste the plane into that. Now just to give it, I've got so many options, guys. You got 11 credits, so usually I like to attack first, maybe clear the board, see what I can add. So like I say, I want to draw another card, then I got 5 credits left, and you know, for the sake of this, or I can bring this up, because if I put in the HQ, well, I don't need 6 HP. So a lot of things like that. So I just rather say, okay, let's put a plane back here, we'll draw a card, see what we get, and here we go. So we have Eagle Claws. And like we didn't do in the last video, we get to use it because it'll take 2 off of everything. There we go, right? All the units are done, and now we just got a nice clean Panzer Grenadier, and we just put it in there, and we still have a credit left over. It looks like it's doing 5 damage. And of course, it's unnecessary that we need to go overboard on this idea that we need to kill the HQ. All right, we got victory, and here we go, and now we've got the unlock special card, which we got the line for a day, guys. Now it looks like we're only allowed 2 of these in our deck if we have them. And destroy target 4 or more, which is really nice for the big boys, especially the 5 or more attacks, which is quite common. So this is a very nice card to use. And it doesn't matter how big it is after 4 or more attack. It's 4 or more, guys. So it means that if it's not a 3, it's pretty much toast unless it's countermeasured. So we're going to get that in our deck now. This is so great. Wow. Awesome. And there we are. We've got 1 more in the campaign left. And we'll check our big old mode here. So I'm going to turn on my camera and have this nice big howdy do. And I'm your host, Encon, the Minister. And I hope you enjoyed our 6th training video for those new players or players that have been interested or played a while or seen some new changes. And please enjoy and look forward to seeing you in video 7. All right, and ciao and bye for now.